The old Cain and his wife thing. Well, you know, it's funny, that's one of the most popular questions, one of the most often asked questions of the Bible. Where did Cain get his wife? And it's often asked with the tone of, aha, I gotcha. Like, you know, who could he have married? Well, the obvious answer is he had to marry someone of some close relationship. You know, the assumption in the Bible is there were many children that Adam and Eve had. Why I just mentioned Cain and Abel was because, and then eventually Seth, is because those are the ones that the storyline follows. There are many, many descendants. They had many, many children. But even more than that, you know, how many children can women have today? Their ability to bear children within a maybe 20 or 30-year top span. You know, there's only so many children you can have. I think the most children that any woman have, I think, is in the 22 children. That's a lot of kids. But if you expanded that childbearing years out as they were in the time of Adam and Eve, where could be 200-300 years of bearing children, it's very feasible to know that Adam and Eve had a couple hundred children, and then every one of those children had a couple hundred children, and every one of those children had a couple hundred children. Cain could have married his sister, his nieces, he could have married his grandniece, he could have married any one of those. And if you wonder, well, wait a minute, you're not supposed to marry your sister. Well, that constraint wasn't given until much later. And in fact, before any genetic you know, problems came in, it wouldn't have been a problem at all. Even into the time of Abraham, marrying your half-sister wasn't a problem. It wasn't until hundreds of years after Abraham the Mosaic law forbade you to marry someone as of a close relative as your sister or in that capacity. So he married sister, niece, we don't really know. Actually, her name was Susie, and she owned, no, I don't know.